I've decided that in light of theaters being closed in Ohio and in the United States in general, for the most part, I will not be editing my reviews for Onward or The Way Back until there is an absolute confirmation it'll be on VOD or when it hits video. Until then, here's one that's readily available right now, Guns Akimbo. Stay safe out there. So let's talk about Guns Akimbo, or as the internet likes to call it, the Daniel Radcliffe meme movie. Guns Akimbo tells the story of Miles, a man who is a huge internet troll. That is until he trolls the wrong people behind Schism, an internet deathmatch where people actually die. So with two guns bolted to his hands, Miles must take on the game's champion, Nyx. A couple of years ago, there was a movie called Nerve with a similar premise. I remembered watching that and thinking, this really needs to be R rated. Guns Akimbo granted that wish for me. I don't know why this film is getting trashed by critics. Oof. Daniel Radcliffe is king of the fuck you money actors. I love when actors get their big franchise out of the way and do whatever the fuck they want. It's exactly why I can't wait for Robert Pattinson's Batman movie. Since Harry Potter, Radcliffe just took any role that wasn't a film about sorcery. Radcliffe has really done some underrated films such as Horns and Swiss Army Man, the latter of which he plays a farting corpse. Radcliffe is perfect in this role as a troll who works as a mundane job coding for a freemium game. He sells this so well, and you actually root for this guy to survive. Samara Weaving is the queen of the winking genre hybrids, and so far her Nyx is my favorite character of 2020. I just love whenever Samara Weaving shows up in a movie. Her Nyx is a new inductee into the First Frame Club, in which she gets not one but two badass opening scenes.
I'm both frightened and aroused.
And that's where the praise stops. I feel sorry for Radcliffe and Weaving because they are bringing their A game to this film. There are some admittedly fun set pieces in this film. Despite Kevin Spacey's rampant sexual assault accusations, I still put Baby Driver in my top 10 favorite films of 2017. It's a film that I still repeat watch. I firmly don't believe in punishing an entire cast and crew over one man's actions. But I had to punish Jason Lee Howden, the writer and director, by docking a star as he wrote and directed this film about cyberbullying and its consequences. You don't make a film about the consequences of cyberbullying and then passionately defend someone using the N-word no matter the context, right down to doxing fucking film critics who disagreed with you. Even then, Nerve, despite being a PG 13 YA novel based film, did this premise better. This film felt like it was made by somebody who watched the Boondock Saints way too many times and laughs every time Deadpool cusses. I liked the Boondock Saints when I was 18. I hate it at 35 years old. Also, I really did not like the generic villain of this film. He is such a non-presence that it just made me wish that, minor spoiler in 3, 2, 1, Nick stayed the villain throughout. What hinders this film from greatness is its obnoxious camera work. When I felt dizzy watching this film, it's a bad sign. The Invisible Man uses frenetic camera work, but uses it to great effect. Guns Akimbo just handed the camera to a drunk person and said, "Go to town." I wish that I loved this film more. You could tell Radcliffe and Weaving are having the time of their lives. Both of their characters deserved a far better movie than the one they got. Maybe one not written and directed by a raging asshole. I'm going to give Guns Akimbo a 2.5 out of 5. Be sure to like, comment, share, spread the word in New Realms Media. Follow me on all my socials at New Realms Media. And until then, I'll see you next time.